Day 67, just on site. It's been a bit rainy, so I got here late today. The guys have already been here taking actually the boardings off and getting to how things are. The pool itself is full of water this morning. Obviously we've done the actual footings yesterday, so water can't really go anywhere, so the pool is being tested. But anyway, obviously we'll have to empty that. So the boardings are starting to be removed around the outsides. Obviously they're putting a little bit of sand on there just to dry things out a little bit. I think they're actually going to start trying, if the weather holds off, to try and do some blocks today around the outside. They're still finishing off the steel base for the irrigation water. So you get a lot of schmucks underneath there.
That's seven, and one there. You want to
and they're pulling lines all the way through to make sure they get everything as straight as possible. Again, more water on here. Again, we've got to try and get that pumped down. Might be worth getting the actual pump out and trying that a little bit later on. So I'm not too sure why the sand's down. It might be to dry it out. But obviously they are going to land the blocks down. So this is really important as well. This course, the first course, is really important to get right, because that is what's going to stop water coming in. So the waterproof they add to the concrete for the actual blocks is going to be really important to get perfect. Any water that's sitting around obviously shows where there's some low spots, so there's one there, but other than that it looks pretty good. So yeah, I'm not too sure why the sand's here, but it's probably normally just dry things out a little bit.
Okay, ready?
What do you think, mate? Good?
Yeah, satisfied?
Yeah, of course. Tyson, good lad. So yeah, we're pretty much where we are now. So next stage is going to be blocks all the way around, and then by the end of this week, start on the actual support up in the ceiling area to try and start doing the ground floor slab. That's the plan. So weather dependent, because last night in the middle of the night it rained loads, so hopefully it's not going to do the same today. But other than that, pretty much ready to rock and roll. They've actually started the actual wall on the garage yesterday, which I still need to finish, which is pretty much here. That's the wall that's going to go down, supporting up the porchway, and it's the wall to the garage, and that will go through ground floor up to top roof height. So yeah, other than that, I'm off for the day. So we'll see what happens when I get back later on this evening, but I think they're going to try and start blocking. Big boss man's here again today, look. I've got to take a picture of him on site every day. It's rare, it's a rare occasion. But other than that, I'll check in a bit later on. Okay, so 5:25, loads of rain unfortunately, so the guys did get rained off quite heavily. Try and walk on site without getting bogged in, so I can show you what they've actually done. They've started blocking in the main entrance of the house itself, and they've also started doing courses of bricks around the actual complex itself, and they've had a big block delivery as well. So let me just show you what's happened. So the actual main house wall is now being blocked up, obviously, which comes into the main entrance to the house. They put another couple of tiers onto the main wall going through the house, and then obviously they put blocks all the way around the outside. So there's a course, two courses down one side and one singular course on the other, plus that part there and plus that part there. So there's a bit been done, but the rain did come down bloody hard. I don't know about this part of the country, but where we were, it was absolutely horrendous. So I'm just walking through all the puddles and mud, trying to find some stability. Yeah, so yeah, the blocks obviously up here, first set there. They need to make sure this first set is absolutely on the money. They're not looking that good at the bottom there. talk to Colin about that. It's pretty much the same all the way around. They need to be using loads. Can't afford for any form of fluid to get through the bottom. They've put sand down on top of the actual slab itself whilst it's going off. Apparently it protects the concrete, so that's one thing they were doing. The pool itself is still full of water. You can just still make it out there, look. So it's obviously it's held. Not that is the swimming pool, it's just obviously the base, but there's nowhere for the water to go now. We've actually done the footings for it. So yeah, we weren't going to get a great deal done today, just purely because the rain came down hard. So, but at least they made a start. So I'm not too sure if they're working tomorrow. I'm sure they're not. Monday, this thing should start coming out of the ground. So it'll come soon enough. It'll look good to see it coming out, that's for sure. And I think they're aiming to sort of a week Monday to be starting on the ground floor. So they're hoping to have all these blocks up, all these columns poured. All the columns that are hanging out the ground, they're going to have to be boxed up and concreted. So I think they're hoping to do those as well. So yeah, should have a good week coming ahead, thank God.